Okay, so now we've done all the dovetail joints, it's all gone together. I need to just measure out and cut the bottom to size, and then put a groove in the underside of this for the bottom to go into. I also need to remember to cut this bottom short across the grain because of the chance of expansion due to moisture within this wood. Okie dokie, so the next stage is to put the grooves into the bottom of all the pieces for the base to fit into. There are loads of different ways of doing it. I'm going to have a go with my router, and to do this I've set up a really simple router table. This is a bit of old worktop with a hole cut in the bottom, and the router's just got some blocks holding it in place. And then as a fence, it's very, very simple. It's just a piece of wood, there's a little cutout for the bit, and then it's screwed in there so it can pivot, and then I just need to clamp it one end. So I've set this so I'll actually do this cut in 2 sections, because otherwise it's quite a lot of material to move all in one go. Okay, so that's all of the joinery done now, all the bits are prepared, and I just need to glue it up. I do need to be very careful now, because some of these joints which were very tight, when I've test fitted them, you know, there's the odd small crack or split, so if I'd have been taking a bit more time over it, I could have avoided that just by finessing some of these joints a little bit better with the chisel. It's not the end of the world, because when we glue it up we can put the glue's going to hold everything together, but I do, you know, if any big chips come off I need to make sure I glue them back in as it all gets glued up. One of the things I did whilst routing these, I was concerned about breaking these corners off, so I didn't go all the way to the ends of these cutouts. It just means I need to take the corners off the base. Okay, so being conscious of wood movement, because this bottom is solid, the hole that it's going in the bottom there has a bit of room for expansion around the edges, because it'll go that way. But as we know, if I glue this down, that can't expand. So what I'm going to do is just use little I think I've got some little veneer pins which should do the trick, but I'm going to pre-drill this first so it doesn't split out. Now the glue's had a chance to dry, I'm going to put a round over on some of the edges. So I'd like, well, I just want to try it. I've had some new router bits, so I'm actually going to try rounding over most of the outside edges. I'm going to do and run it all the way around the inside, across there, and also going to have a go at rounding over these edges. It might chip out on these edges, but I just want to try and see what happens.